Hi guys, it's Clément, the French one. So, um, as I promised, I will make my second part of my coming out. So, um, it will take place in the high school from 10th to 12th grade. Um, so, as I told before, I I came out to my friends and everyone when I was in 8th grade, and to my father too. And then when I when I went to 10th grade, I had to change high school from middle school to high school, but change place. And I went to very big high school in Paris, and there was kind of not very good appreciation of the high school. So my mother told me not to come out, and for the first 3 months, I acted like an homophobic, racist, and macho one because I didn't know how to act not like a gay or normal me. And one day, um, as I was arguing with uh, a lady, if I can call her like that, um, she told me I was a Nazi. Uh, She told me that I should be ashamed of myself, and I kind of explode and told everyone in the place that I was gay, that I wasn't racist, that I wasn't even misogyne. I don't know if the word exists in English, but misogyne. But I don't like women. Okay. Um, so after that, um, my classmates kind of disliked me because most of them were Muslims, and although I liked to discuss with them about religion, I kind of I kind of felt like they were trying to put me in the right way, and that they were discussed by the gay magazines I brought uh, to high school. um, I was threatened to death by some people, but they never showed up again. They never act. So I guess I was not afraid, but my mother was, and my teachers too. And uh, I was, in my ideas, convict that if I was to die there, um, then so be it. But for the gay cause, I'll be dead for that. Um, no, that didn't happen. And one day, as we waited um, for a course, so salle de perme in French, um, where we were discussing about homosexuality as a sin in Islam, and I was kind of reactive at the time. I was kind of persuaded that um, to shock people was the best way to make them evolve. I'm not that way, and I'm not that far anymore. Um, so I stood up on a chair, on a table. I stood up on a chair on a table, and I said that if Allah exists and can hear me, then that it shall, and then he shall, it shall. I don't know how. see, to respect Muslims. That he shall strike me down uh, with a lightning bolt. Now, and one of the guys, the most fervent one, told me that he already struck me with a light bolt because I was gay, and that was my punishment. So for this year, that was all. I spent the last 3 months in Germany. The last 3 months of high school period, because in 10th grade in France, you don't have any exams. There is the baccalaureate for the 11th and 12th, so high school ends at the beginning of June. So it was a good time for me to go and practice my gym. So I went to Berlin. I love Berlin. And there, the mother of the family that welcomes me was very comprehensive. And as I was searching for porn on her computer, because I didn't have internet in France, she told me that she didn't want me to do it again, but she bought me a magazine about homosexuality in Berlin, and she made me promise that I will find an association in France, in Paris, and come out over there in that association. Thank you a lot for that. You kind of changed my life. So when I went back in Paris, I found an association 5 minutes away from my home, 5 minutes walking away from my home. I was walking in front of it, behind it, every day since I went to this new high school to go to school, and I wasn't aware of it. So I went there, and this association is called Le MAG. Affirmation Movement for LGBT Youth. One of the oldest gay association in France, about 30 years old. So I went there and I stayed there for about 10 years. Yeah, I didn't really quit, because when I still go to Paris to visit my mom, I still go there to visit friends, younger friends that still are there. So I also joined for about 12 or 18 months the Sister of Perpetual Indulgence. So that was a very good experience, and when I have time again, I shall join them, because I feel that their fight is worthy. Okay, then that was my year. When I went to 11th grade, I felt in love with another boy. I forgot about the Chinese one, and I felt for a feminine boy with a feminine name. and I still think about him today. I won't say I'm in love, but I still think about him. And I don't know why, but I always, always felt in love with gay, not gay, straight ones, or um, gay that have someone, or gay that aren't interested in me. Always the three principles. Mm. So um, I spent my 3 years in high school alone. I don't had any. Oh no, sorry. I begin to speak with a Black American. Okay. I didn't have any boyfriend, and I was kinda that was kinda hard to see friends having boyfriends and me not chosen by anyone. Um, and then I yeah, you see, what was troubling me in high school is I came out in this high school without any problem, but I saw that there were other others gay people, uh, boys and girls, and I went to them and said, "Why don't you come out?" And they said to me, "Oh, I'm not homosexual." No, you see, I'm not at all homosexual, not at all, not at an inch. I believe you. And these people came out maybe the day after they quit high school. And I realized that maybe to come out isn't that simple. And if you are in high school or in middle school and you want to come out, um, be assured that you can support it for the rest of the school. If you are in 10th grade and you want to come out, be sure that you can support it for the 11th and the 12th grade. It gets better, okay, that's for sure, but it gets even better after in the university. If you are assumed, if you assumed yourself, that's the biggest um, work you can do. And if you came out to your friends and your parents, that's good. Only that is good. But to come out to an entire school, entire high school, that's another stuff. And if you're not ready, don't do it. Don't be forced to do it. Okay, that was important. Funny thing, when I was in 11th, at the first uh, German lesson, uh, we were about uh, 10 students, 10 pupils for the 7 classes that there were. So 210 people, we were 10 making learning German. Okay. Amongst these 10 people, we were 2 gays, me and a girl. Okay. And at the end of the first lesson, I uh, I kind of said to me a bit loud, "Oh no, why the gay here?" And the guy next to me was a friend of that girl. Said to me, "Are you homophobic? What did you say?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm very homophobic. I don't like gays." And the girl laughed a lot. and 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 she said to the guy, "It's not worth it. He's gay too." I was wearing a black T-shirt with a pink triangle on it. I had little rainbows I've made on all my stuff. I even had a black. How do you say that? The place where you took all your sheets. I don't know the word in English. Well, that was black, and I I cut and colored a pink triangle on it, just to be sure everyone knows that I'm gay. And I even went to school with T-shirts written Mouvement d'affirmation des jeunes gays et lesbiennes, so affirmation movement for LGBT youth, and on the back, I'm gay and I'm proud of it. But as I said before, I'm tall, very tall, and a bit large, so no one bothered me about that. Well, I did it in French. You can see on the first part in the commentaries I I put the link to my French coming out. And if you are French or if you speak French, do your coming out in French, because LGBT youth in France don't have the possibility to watch people coming out and talking about homosexuality on YouTube. There is only one video but mine. So I hope that LGBT youth in France can be helped the way that the LGBT youth in America or English-speaking LGBT youth can be helped by viewing videos. And thank you for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up or a thumb down. Subscribe and comment.